Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's episode, we'll be talking about the Alaafin Lamidi Adeyemi III, who just passed on 2 days ago. I'll be giving you an insight into his life, the type of life he lived, and his early life and till date. So we have King Lamidi Adeyemi III, Alaafin Ti Oyo, Ikú Bàbá Yèyé, Alaafin of Oyo. He reigned from 18th November 1970 to 22 April 2022. Coronation was done 18th of November 1970, and he has a predecessor who is Gbadegeshin Ladigbolu II. Alaafin of Oyo Oba Lamidi Adeyemi was born on the 15th of October 1938, Oyo Colony and Protectorate of Nigeria, and died on the 22nd of April 2022. As of the time of his death, he lived in Oronyon, and his father, Oba Adeyemi II. His mother's name is also known as Ibironke, and his religion is Yoruba religion Islam. Alaafin Adeyemi III was born Lamidi Atonda Adeyemi in October 15, 1938, into the Oluwoludu Royal House as a member of the House of Oromiyan to Raji Adeyemi, born 1871, who later became Alaafin in 1945, and Ibironke of Ekpo Gingin, who died when he was young. His father is said to have had over 200 wives. His paternal grandfather was the Alaafin Adeyemi I Oluwoludu, who ruled during the Kariji War and was the last independent ruler of the Oyo Empire before British colonialism. Alaafin Adeyemi I's father and Adeyemi III's great-grandfather was Otiba Atobatele, who founded the new Oyo. Atiba's father, his great-grandfather, was Alaafin Abiodun and is a direct descendant of Oromiyan, the founder of Oyo Empire. Lamidi's father, the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Adeyemi II Adeniran, was deposed and exiled in 1954 for sympathizing with the National Council of Nigerian Citizens, NCNC. He had come in conflict with Bode Thomas, deputy leader of the Action Group. According to rumors, Bode Thomas shouted at him for not standing to greet him as the chairman of the NCNC during a political gathering at a party. Oba Adeyemi II Adeniran insulted, stood, and then told Bode Thomas to go home and bark like a dog. Later, he started coughing blood and died while walking back home, leaving his entourage. Shortly, Abat Macaulay heard of the catastrophe and, along with Obafemi Awolowo, accused Oba Adeyemi II of poisoning Thomas and then exiled him from his kingdom. He lived out the rest of his days in Lagos, where his subjects still visited him until his death in the early 1960s. Coronation. Lamidi Adeyemi succeeded Alaafin Gbadegeshin Ladigbolu II in 1970 during the governorship of Colonel Robert Adeyinka Adebayo. After the end of the Nigerian Civil War, in 1975, the head of state, General Murtala Ramat Muhammad, included Oba Adeyemi in his entourage to the Hajj. He was Chancellor of Othman Danfodiyo's University in Sokoto from 1980 to 1992. In 1990, President Ibrahim Babangida appointed him Amri-ul-Hajj in recognition of his commitments to the consolidation of Islam in Nigeria. His political achievements. On the 3rd of May 2011, the outgoing Oyo State Governor, Adebayo Alao Akala, announced that the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Lamidi Adeyemi III, was no longer permanent chairman of the Council of Obas and Chiefs in Oyo State. The state government had just passed a law that introduced rotation of the office of chairman between the Alaafin and his two rivals, the Olu-Ibadan of Ibadan land and the Soun of Ogbomosho. It was said that the measure introduced by the State Assembly with the People's Democratic Party, PDP, majority was in response to the Oba's support of the Action Congress of Nigeria, ACN. During the April 2011 elections, the ACN beat the PDP divisively in that election. Talking in September 1984, he said, "Traditional rulers should be seen as the perfect embodiment of the culture of the place, as well as the synthesis of the aspirations and goals of the nation. This is not only in social values of veracity, egalitarianism, justice and democracy, but in dress, utterances and comportment, even the mere necessary trivialities that mark Nigeria and locality as a distinctive entity." His personal life. Oba Lamidi was married to Ayaba Abibat Adeyemi, his senior wife. He attended most events with her or with one of the 12 junior wives that he also married. His other wives were Ayaba Ramat Adedayo Adeyemi, Ayaba Mujidat Adeyemi, Ayaba Rukayat Adeyemi, Ayaba Folashade Adeyemi, Ayaba Badirat Ajoke Adeyemi, Ayaba Memunot Omowumi Adeyemi, Ayaba Omobolanle Adeyemi, Ayaba Moji Adeyemi, Ayaba Anuoluwapo Adeyemi, and Ayaba Damilola Adeyemi. He was a lover of boxing and he was a boxer after ascending the throne of his father. His death. The Alaafin died on April 22, 2022 at the Afe Babalola University Teaching Hospital, Ado Ekiti in Ekiti State at the age of 83. After reports of a brief illness, his reign of 52 years is the longest reign of any Alaafin of Oyo in history. His death was announced on several major Nigerian news networks on the morning of the next day, where his remains had already been returned to Oyo. His death was the third of a senior monarch in Oyo State within 5 months. At this point, the news of his death has spread across all social media platforms, all news channels, and the likes of it. We wish the monarch, Oba Lamidi Adeyemi III, a peaceful rest, and we hope he rests in peace. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to me today. Until next time, I remain your girl, Joy.